Me fambulem na salon. Ecko Media TV don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform salon people. Me fambulem una aduo, una cabo and kusheo. Ecko Media online TV don't come ya so far we hello. We dey connect every voice any side where you dey let my home and a brother. Bringing development. Ecko Media we strive for the best. We unify, sensitize, and inform everyone. Hey, yeah. We get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get the money sessions, Ecko morning show. We dey bring come to you. Ecko Media TV for development nomination. Independent media house. We dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV for development nomination. You like you dey home and about. We dey so and we dey strong. We dey so for talk about wetin dey happen. Now we country salon. We dey give you the news. Wait for the use. We also dey talk about wetin dey happen. Now the media defeating the lies of the fake people. Religious discussions, newspaper review, we go bring all the hot topics where you want for no now. Ecko Media, Ecko Media TV for development nomination. Independent media house. We dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV for development nomination. You like you dey home and about. We dey so and we dey strong. Me fambulem. If you want for continue for enjoy Ecko Media TV, you go visit we on we social media handles them. We dey on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And same way so you go visit we on we website at www.eckomedia.org. We dey give you the news. Wait for the use. We unify.
Indeed, we dey give the news where you for the use, we dey unify and we dey sensitize. Today na the 18th day of March 2026. That's why I go take welcome on to the program Ecko Morning Show with me, Elizabeth Kefwe Gembe. Sierra Leoneans, it has come to the notice that most things then they happen uncovered. And where individuals then talk, then begin to libel them, then begin give them tags. So with that, as the media, we there for sensitize, inform, and also make amends to the public. One may make amends to the public, waiting the need for no, Lord, we make them known to them. So this morning, I get forget inside the studio, Fire Force, and we can't talk to we like I said yesterday. Then they come and tell we, this is not the dry, so don't they see so many fire incidents of recent na Ecko Street and a whole lot na the nation. The other time na Kenema na Nyapui school, Wusai, a whole body home don't go twice a bond. So we Fire Force go come because it's not public interest. It's not just about politics all the time. We get for look at waiting they interest the public, waiting at the major thing where they affect the public. That's not one. And because of that also, we see where coalition of civil societies then go endorse, for go give thanky, give a gift to the newly elected ECSL boss. Based on that, we go get inside the studio also Chasmambu go can tell we waiting at the reason for the endorsements. The public they consider and say na politically motivated, but we as media, we go come with and make it can tell we whether it is politically motivated or not. But like I tell you now, public need for be accounted for. Anything where they happen at the public domain, appointed individuals, they are supposed to account to the nation. And how then they account to the nation are through informing us. So also this morning, we don't see where the CSOs then don't raise concern with regards a public fund misappropriation at the health sector, at the health division. So the Minister of Health right now, it gets some tags. Wait, this morning then get forget a press conference with then questions then where the CSOs they don't ask. So I get for be joined on the line with Hindolo go can't tell we waiting at the reason where they raise that particular issue up from the 2024 audit report, then say misappropriation of funds from the health sector, and then they don't try for reach out to the health sector, they know they give them ears, so then get for bring them and they don't begin blowing at the public domain. So when I go stay tuned, wise I go talk to Hindolo and he go give me the reason why they bring that particular thing up. Good morning and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning, my sister, and God bless you. And good morning to the people of this country.
All right, for the sake of we listeners, then who that we they talk to specifically?
When I talk to David Indolo M. Conte, the Executive Director for Right to Life Advocacy Network Sierra Leone, and also the National Coordinator for Civil Society Consulting on Public Accountability.
All right, so Hindolo, we see say wanna make a strong statement with regards misappropriation of public funds. Now the health sector, bosses way for being calm, where we not see. So waiting been bring up that particular issue we wanna try for raise up from the 2024 audit report.
Okay, thank you very much for getting me this morning. One will be raised concern about misappropriation because when you look at the audit report, it's very damning when it comes to the Ministry of Health. One will raise concern about ambulances, where some of the ambulances they don't grounded. We also raise concern about even some of the hospitals waiting the happen there. When you go to some of the hospitals, you don't get enough beds. For patients there, when you go to some of the hospitals, even if you go to the maternal health areas, facilities, they are not enough. Then secondly, even when they talk about the free health care, you go for some of the drug and how then they treat some people, like for example, if a woman go to a hospital, by right, according to the free health care, it will be free. But when they go, even the charges, the bureaucracy, so we get to take all of those things and raise the concern. They are huge, because when we raise some of them concern there, some of them money there where they come in. These are taxpayers' money. Even if it come, whether a donor fund, whether it come up from direct governments, these are all for the people of this country. So sometimes we can look at them this way. In a way that we get forget what we call checks and balance. If they don't give money to a particular ministry and they don't use them the way it's supposed to go, we will raise a red flag. We will raise concern because that money they are now for the people of this country. And we all don't see what they happen at the health sector. We not get any malice against anybody. We not get malice against government or government officials. But if you're then put in a particular position for do the right thing, you're supposed to do one. So now MF will come out and ask, say, the Ministry of Health, year in, year out, not only on 2024 audit reports, but all the audit reports that we don't have, they must get something where they're supposed to answer to. So we raise that concern. Whether one they don't prompt, we get an invitation yesterday, say they are going to call a press conference today for make them tell we the people of this country, let them tell the journalists them, we CSOs, for tell we waiting don't go wrong, waiting are the problem. So by doing that, we all will go back to the drawing board as a nation, as a country, as a government, as a ministry, for see how we will nip all of those things on the board.
All right, David, when I don't raise an alarm and that don't cause the call where then they do press conference today, but somebody go say una CSOs and una watchdog for the nation, but at the same time, why una decide for target the health ministry only on this 2024 audit report?
It's not only the health ministry. We also look at the Ministry of Education and all other things. But the reason why we take the Ministry of Health as premium for make we able discuss the issue, because there is no way you will even go sit down at school if you not get better, if you not sick person, you not get a good health facility. You not be a driver when you are sick, you not get a proper health, facility in the country. So we think I'm saying we need to bring that one day, not to all the time. When it comes to health issue, perhaps we begin flying people, then go Ghana, flying people, then for go India and all other country. So we must ensure say we put we health, your health sector in the right place. So by doing that, the people of this country will be safe. But now I will tell you, say people they work in this country have dead, because even the hospital where you're supposed to go, you not get trust, say, I for go to the hospital. Like me, where then I am now currently, I will tell you, say, I will prefer me on native medicines. Because when you go to the hospital, also if you go get medication, you look at the you look at, the surrounding, even when it comes to, like you go Connaught, you see how that particular setting there, you go cottage, you see how the particular setting there, even for hygiene sake, there's huge amount of problems. Like for example, we are executive section when I met Emila, and when we take and go to Kiama Road Hospital, waiting the happen there is nothing good to write home about. Even the one where they operate the machines, now the only one single one where they go do tests and all other things. For me to get that result there, that person they not be there around. So we try for say how we will give a major to the Ministry of Health, because the monitoring aspect is another problem. Because if we no monitor, we all know Sierra Leone is a vulnerable society. As long as you put people in a place, but you don't monitor them, they will not do the right thing. Now, we not just say Mr. Minister. We say the health sector, the health facility, the Ministry of Health need to do more.
All right, Hindolo, this money where one of the claims say it don't misappropriate. Now, in the tone of how much?
Well, we can't put it in a pot, because when you look at the ambulance, the odor ground, all other things, the way don't happen, it's huge, because they put them by segment, by sector. Like for example, waiting happen here, waiting happen at Bo Government Hospital, waiting happen at Bambadi, waiting happen at Fuenadugu. So they're huge. We're not going to just take everything in total, but we talk about millions of dollars, billions of leos now, because they are huge. The health sector is not cheap, not a cheap, something. So if we really mean business as a nation, as a ministry, as a government, we need to take the health sector serious. And if we put money in the health sector, we want to see the effect on the people. We don't want to see when somebody go to the Rukupa government hospital, Beleuma go there, or we say Kumra go there, or we say individuals themselves, then go there, they're not able to go see waiting supposed for them at the health sector. We're encouraging. So now we always they try to raise red flag, even though sometimes when you raise a red flag, some people are not happy about it. But for us, we owe the people of this country everything, because we don't take we part for the civil society, we don't take we part for be a pressure group in the sense we get for work with or the work in partnership with government. But the key thing now, how the ordinary Sierra Leonean for go hospital, they not just put money business. But when you come on at the hospital, if you're able to come my host a well one, enough for come on hospital back where you can my host, people will ask begin and say this will survive or you not go survive. So now we can take up their responsibility there. Because for me, for us as an organization, when they take and say if you born a country, you not left a footprint, it's better for making no born. Make you not born at that country day. So now all the time, when they try for going to the provinces, we don't come over now, we don't go Koinadugo, we don't go as far as a village called Konkoba, where before say for me to enter, you know the see Mutuka day. because no way no dey for access day. And we see even belle woman them, we see Kumra them, then they work at something like 12 miles for get access to the health facility, which is not good for some of us. Because if you dey work out belle woman, they work at that distance, it's not good. So what do we want? We want for say a proper decentralization in a way that in each of any village towns or cities, all get a very good health facility. Because when it comes to election, we need to choose the area outside them for vote. Now the people of this country, now then they vote. And if now then they vote, we need to give them all what it takes. Because we don't promise them, we don't put on our manifesto, we don't talk about we'll deliver on this, we'll deliver on that. And we want to see them in reality. We don't just want to see them in black and white. We want to see them in reality, because if we talk same, the health facility don't grow, we want to we go there, we for able to see say everything is in place. But if you go to some certain side, they even then sterilize machine them. They are not there. And the training aspect as well, how for treat patient there, because when the person they go to hospital, now for me go get encouraging words. Now for me to go get somebody where they talk to her, because even they talk alone sometimes, it can show some amount say I'm going to survive. But me they tell you say when we go to that place, they could imagine a particular nurse I can't name. They can't meet me, my brother. They said this woman, it's like they get for the operation because maybe outside the picking for the door, not today. I don't say what? They don't ever do scan. How can't tell we a discouraging word like this. So we felt bad, but to tell God thank you, waiting even tell we not to be the fact. So these are some of the things. The training aspect as well. Again for go as you know, as how it's supposed to go. Because reason being, if they are not well trained, how for handle cases where they go, it will be difficult. You will even get a person mercy, but if you not get encouraging words, I will tell you, say, you know, will get the success we're supposed to get.
All right, Hindolo, thank you very much. We will try to get back to you. The program now, Ecko Morning Show, we dey live now with 48 Shoka Stephen Street. Thank you so very much. All right, so indeed, waiting Hindolo they say is very true, because I don't know about the misappropriation of fund, but the customer service now is very poor with that of we sisters and brothers where they work in them hospitals. Then imagine somebody go to hospital in Bele de Hatan, if they in pain, then they go tell and say, "Come on, aya, where next being cannot to me, you dey enjoy it." That is your job. You are hired. You are hired to work in that position. You know, sometimes this is not third world country or even fifth world country. I can't even say third world country anymore. This is considered fourth or fifth world country. Who say they say something they left by you buffy. Overseas, you cannot even, you know, they watch and bad. I say, where they even talk, say, they get my fire you. Like me, I go get my fire me nurse. I go tell and say, I no one slay take care of me, because you not even greet me, because you not talk to me, because you not look me well, you not even concerned about how I sleep. But now yeah, somebody will go say, but come out, when next thing they can. We see a very disturbing message video where somebody been posting in page, Belle woman, na the women's hospital, it go then drive them. They say like, come on, 10 months old Belle woman, imagine. Can you do that? If not be you better them being gets, because you not get money, you not able for pay. When we have free, at least maternal health, at least let's just born, then later when I be able for sort out. But she was sent out, which is very disturbing. So if CSOs are raising some of these issues, I hope say the government or the minister go take them very serious, and we hope for see a good news inside the press release or that press conference where they get today. We don't also see how drugs don't turn drama in our country. Yesterday, the police they intercept another huge quantity of drugs. You know, God, Sierra Leone is becoming like a gateway. We say, oh man, they freely go. But robustly, the police then they do well. Fire cell, look, keep it up. We hope say as your legacy go continue for live on, and during your time, a lot of drugs were on earth. This a call for concern, and we hope, like I tell una, we only hope say this will come to an end. Accidents is another major thing that we roads. Yesterday, another major serious accident happened. We go show now some of the pictures past where crane go pull the motorcar. A very disturbing. Imagine, but the unfortunate thing, Sierra Leoneans, when something cannot happen, now that time we all they go job lots day. Imagine this thing happen an explosion. You see, now crane yesterday, now ain't go take that motorcar, a pull and uplift and out. So, but then see the onlookers, see the bystanders, how Boku them pack na that place stay. This not fine. When something happen, go about my business. See, Bele woman they all tin up there. Is another incident happen, explosion end up for happen again at that place, then them blame Papa government. So when something don't happen, why should they try for know the root cause of waiting don't happen? Why it happen? The way forward. We don't need to forget people then. Now that makes Salon a heart for leg to get film industries then really strive better now because before you they ask you film people they don't go park inside. Why should they ask you film people they don't begin pull phone then they video you for making their own TikTok. A kind of heart rendering. We hope say SLRA go come and talk to the public about the roadworthiness or maybe that driver was drunk. It hasn't been ascertained the cause of the accident yet. We pray say the necessary authorities go come and talk to we, and God willing also somebody we na CSO for infrastructural development a day with we a get for day with we at the studio. It go also get for talk to we. Wanna stay tuned. The program na Ecko Morning Show. We dey take a quick commercial break and we'll come. We go welcome with first guest. Wanna stay tuned.
How you just smile for yourself so?
Ogwambom, that boku think for the bambai. Don't.
Will you self-talk now, yeah?
Hey, nothing no sweet neck. Where you don't dey keep for the bambai. Then you still get chance for take loan. Panda money where you don't dey keep for the bambai.
So you do. As you boss pan jackpot so. You don't make it pull payable.
This is past jackpots. Where I tell you say, Ogdombon, Amina, I don't qualify for take loan. You remember that meeting when Nasit been keep for waiting at the informal sector?
Wait. That Boku talk meeting?
Not to Boku talk, it don't happen.
Wait till it happen. If you know talk, they go inside.
Hey, you know say Nasit been promise we say, Nasit not there for the one the way they work in the office no more not so. Now that's why they don't come up with the Salon informal sector pension scheme. That means say elect you na fisherman, keke rider, bike rider, makituman, tailor, anyone now. Once that you self you they work for, or even if you they work for other person, you for they keep small in a corner for the bambai.
But wait oh, make I ask you this question. How much some man they make when they for join for the bambai? In order you feel say go qualify?
Good question. Now it want everybody where they work in the informal sector, where all 16 years and above, for contribute to the bambai scheme. Elect now for yourself you they work for, or even if you they work under person, you for able for contribute elect now 5 million every day.
It left to you know how you want for the keep, if you want to keep every day or every week.
Na keep no more person go dey pa. How person go benefit now?
Not so for the keep no more, but who benefits dey? Then get long term and short term benefits. For the short term benefits, you go able get loan or grant.
Na English you want teach me ba, or you want talk for make I understand? Na so no more person they get the loan?
No, listen first. If you don't contribute at least 5 million every day for 1 year 6 months, and that 1 year 6 months day, for that money the way you don't contribute for, now they then go pull 40%, then give you them as loan.
Okay. But what about the grants, if na so you call her?
Grants na money or gifts way for the bambai scheme go give you, where you no go pay back. Like where you don't contribute for 1 year 6 months, then you get begging, either you wife or man or pikin die. For the bambai scheme go conquer begging to you and give you 1 bag grace or money will reach the 1 bag grace.
For the long-term benefits, like where you they save for your old age, or something meet you, you're able to find money for yourself again, you're able to work or find money for yourself again, or you die, you left your family behind.
What's not the age where you reach when they begin give you this pension?
If you don't all reach 55 years and you don't contribute for 180 months, then go give you pension so till you die. The grant under the long-term benefits, now one-off payments. Then go give you grant where almost equal to all what you don't contribute to the scheme. Then go give you one term and tell you goodbye.
If person gets accident or is sick where you no go able for make money again.
If you don't contribute for up to 60 months and you get evidence for sure say you sick or get accident where go make you able to find money for yourself again or work again, you know, and you don't reach 55 years yet, then go they give you something so till you die.
If the person be done they contribute for 60 months and die, or be done they get retirement pension or invalidity pension and die, and get people with the benefits, like in wealth, or the person in man, or picking them.
How they go shape the benefits now?
The wealth or wealth them or the person in man will get 40%, and the picking them will get 60% of the person in benefits.
Now we all don't come so.
Now I believe say Nasi day for all man.
Waste them not for the palace. Make me self go join one term.
Nasit day for all man, and this now for you when not the work na office. You when they na the informal sector, where they ride bike or keke, welder, fitter, marketing or any kind work or business. Come save with Nasit and enjoy boku benefit for the bamba.
Do you want to enjoy the much needed fiber internet facility for both home, office, and business growth? Then Fastnet Sierra Leone is your answer. Fastnet SL Limited offers you unlimited network with seamless opportunity to surf the internet anyhow with an affordable money to pay for. Our service is fast like a flash, and our bandwidth is the best in Sierra Leone. With Fastnet, your internet doubt is over forever. Also with Fastnet, you will love to enjoy the world of digital reality as much as you can. We are service oriented, customer friendly, and we are here to give you the best out of the rest. We are located at Madungo Town, opposite Water Street off Congo Cross in Freetown. For more inquiries, you can contact us on 079 83 4047 07.
Can talk to we, and also in an officer na the fire division. He can for talk to we about waiting at the way forward for the fire officers then and the nation. Good morning and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
Good morning, ma. Thank you very much.
All right, that in your name na Madam Kamara, Bintu Kamara. He can talk to we, and I also get inside the studio Chasmambu na coalition for infrastructural development, and also then pulled a press release recently when endorsed the ECSL chairperson. We all know your appointment being clouded by the opposition saying no and boycotting. But then as coalition for civil society, they don't decide say, then they give the endorsement, and we see where then give a picture present to them. Why should they go around? We see cries come out on social media from the opposing side say the visits for coalition not for them all. It is politically motivated. This morning we go put that question to Charles Mambo, whether indeed it is politically motivated or the one that will be named that picture, they are all coalition members. Good morning and welcome to Ecko Morning Show.
Good morning. Good morning, madam.
All right. Charles Mambo, let me start with you. Traditionally, people then they look at and say CSO on a role now for be a watchdog to governments. So Sierra Leoneans then follow on issue this type of endorsement. It sounds a little bit alarming. You believe so?
Good morning again with people. Anybody will think of Dandy than the one person where they are, where they live on another planet. I go say this na person where they dream and not they live in Sierra Leone. Even if it is in Sierra Leone or in the world, then it gets another motive for saying that. And that again, like he said, that na in your right and opinion. In democracy, we now all not forget the same right, the same opinion at the same time. You have to differ. So what I can say at the moment is that no, that opinion not correct. The only thing, now the person or people their own opinion as well.
All right, that's not the opinion, but the public view the endorsement say politically, meaning most of the CSO, if we can watch that picture now, most of the CSO where they did, it now represents the entire CSO in the country.
I don't know. You know, the the president will get President Bill, then from President Kabat to President Anes by Kuruma, all man vote for them. No. In fact, that make democracy very unique. We now all not agree at the same time and not go look all the time at the same time. Even in cabinet, a lot of decisions, then they will not all man agree. You know, even with the president, some people can say, Mr. President, let's go this way. There are many decisions where government they take. Governments from the past to now, where most of the citizens or Boku citizens not agree, but that not mean say other people they not go agree with them at all. Now that make if you come for lawmaking, you know, supervision, that will also get parliament. Why document they go to parliament now for debate? Even when they debate based on political view and other consideration, but people then they will then go surely deny it, say no, we're not a part of this or we not agree with it, and that is democracy. You don't go force people for agree with all. In fact, if we all agree on one thing, then that thing they not better. Where all ma agree or all ma denying on one thing, then it's also mean that thing they also not better. You know, you understand? You have to get diverse view, opinion views, you know, opposition view and other. But the good thing is we always, you know, agree, disagree. But we have a diversity and a conveyance side. That is one person who they look up to. That now the country called Sierra Leone under the green, white, and blue.
All right, now look into Madam Kamara. Bintu, you na Liga One and also you na an officer where they work with the fire force. This na the dry season and fire incidents don't they repeatedly happen na the city and out of the city. You go able to tell we how prepared on a day for fight this fire?
Thank you very much, Ma. Like you rightly mentioned, you know, the fires then they on the increase. And the fire service as mandated by the Fire Service Act of 1980, we get the sole mandate for extinguish all fires across the country. When you look at the statistics, you go look, say, you go agree, say, every year there is an upward trend in the rate of fire incidents then. For 2025, we will get a record of 537 fires nationwide. Then when you look at 2026, from January to the 17th of March, when I yesterday, we don't record 148 fires them across the country. When you look at the statistics, you see say a really worrisome. Because for any fire incident where you get across the country, they lead to so many negative things. Loss of lives, properties, you know, trauma. Some are not going to ever be the same again once you witness any kind of disasters there. So the fires and they on the increase. And on the part of the fire service, we then ensure say we do all we best for make we curtail the rate of this fire incident to the minimum level where we can. So what we presently they do, we don't try for build more fire stations across the country. Now they talk to you now, we don't cover almost the entire country. With the exception of the 2 new districts, then we get buildings in all the districts and now in the country. We they try for buy more fire engines then. Government procure 5 for we last year, and this year government don't procure 4. 2 don't come yesterday, and we expect the 2 for come at any moment from now. Then we also get donation from we German friends them, when they say donate 2 fire engines. So in almost this year we don't get something like 6 fire engines them way for come. And somebody go to look at and say, but a very small number than they. When you consider the price of a single fire engine, you will not see that a very huge achievement. So we'd also achieve that. They will try for recruit more firefighters then because personnel is very key. For now, we get stations, they won't able to deploy personnel yet because we numbers them very limited. So by mid-year, we'd almost done the process. We just wait for approval for make them go in for our PIN code and we get them in. So we did do a lot. And we also boost on with fire prevention messages them. Because we know say that's very key. Most of the time fires they happen out of ignorance. So we believe safe we educate more members of the public and then self-imbibe then culture, then safety conscious cultures there. Because now one thing for give out the message, they're very much important for put into practice their messages there. We also go able to reduce the rate of fires. Then more importantly, with the FET forget with fire safety bill transform into law. Because when we look at best practices across the sub-region, we will find out say countries then be succeed for reduce the rate of fires because they get stronger fire prevention laws them. And that we lack currently. You know, the Fire Safety and the Fire Service Act of 1980, it don't become very obsolete, it don't become very old. And no provisions are not be made at that time for the preventive aspect. So what thing they happen now, we can do inspections, go to various offices them, tell people and so now need for do this for safeguarding yourself from fires. But very, very few people can adhere to their measures there. Reason being, no law not there at the moment for make we enforce where in case them fail for do them. So what we done over the years, we don't draft a very, very good fire safety bill. We are at the stage now for get the money for popularize them across the country, send them to the lawmakers them for make we get this law. Once we get this law, we will take the proactive approach now. We will just stay away fire happen and call you for go hot fire, but we will ensure say the safeguards them for prevent fires them fully implemented and defaulters then will be brought to book.
All right, why would they wait for defaulters to be brought to book? You don't say a recorded fire incident this year alone, it don't pass 100.
Exactly, 148.
148.
Yes.
So people go also, they complain, say the fire engines then can come sometimes very late, sometimes without water, and sometimes when they come, the firefighters, they're not really trained for no waiting and they do. Then they tin up their back, pass them, begin say, you do this, go yonder, go yonder. Why if you say that's for happen? Number one, no water inside the engine. Number two, firefighters not know waiting and they do. Number three, they come in late.
Thank you very much. You know, I can always happy for answer them questions there. Because when they give out the clear picture, they change people in perception about the fire service. Because we come and believe in anything there, it can make them become very hostile to me when you go into operations. Make I take them one by one. One, for say we they go late to attend to fire calls. You know, I'm not going to debunk say no ever they happen, you know they go late. Seldom we can reach late now some fire incident then. But that they happen not because of a fault. It happen because of reasons them where they out of control. One, when a late calls. Most of the time we know they get them calls there on time. The fire go to happen, it go take a couple of minutes to hours before people and they get in touch with the fire service. Two, now the topography of some of the areas there, the landscape. We can go now some fire scenes them, we go down reach near, we they see the burning building, but not able for access them. Very recently we get a fire very close to where we want to make some news. It be very closer, but the landscape of the area be make them very difficult for we for reach na that scene day. Another thing also na traffic congestions. You know, both the motorman and the motorcar them, it can take we hell of time for me we left with fire stations and for reach na then scene there. So then reasons they can make at times we late for reach na them scene there. We not mean say now because we negligent in duty. In fact, we get a law among we as firefighters them. When you do operations, you late for attend fire call, it will lead to immediate dismissal. So no same person not go and lost in job per carelessness. That they make every firefighter take fire call very, very serious. No matter what you do, you get for left arm or you get that bell. Now, for say we know they get water now with engine. That's not true. We know they ever see a working engine, a functional engine at stations that we not get water. We always get water to the maximum capacity. But what thing can happen when we reach that then scene there? Now this water they use for extinguish the fire. So it's just like you get water na 5 gallon, you do to wear. You will find out within couple of seconds to minutes it go done. And when it done, waiting for happen, we for go back and refill na the nearest hydrant for make we continue with operations. It go surprise you and fumble and for no say the whole of Freetown we only get 3 working hydrants. The one at Femitona, Syke Street, and Godrich. Femitona, Syke Street, and Eastern Police, sorry. Now the only 3 working hydrants will they use. So just imagine if you the fet fire na Calbato, the nearest hydrants are the one at Eastern Police. So that can make we operations very, very difficult.
But in that case, how many trucks for fight a fire?
Well, it depends on the magnitude of the fire. If na small fires, until a single fire engine go able for autumn. But if you get very big fires, then you need multiple fire engines them for go there and out the fire. And now to the other one where people like you say we can go and not know waiting for do, I think that's ridiculous. Because for make you become a firefighter, no matter the profession where you be don't get, you need for train. You go if you train at least minimum of 9 months, you for go to a very rigorous training. So for say we not know it they do not to true, and also people like also say we dey parade before we hot fire. Now another waiting where people believe for the fire service. That also not true. No sign nothing at the wall where you go see firefighters and parade before the hot fire. It not they happen. That not just on true story where people don't believe in over the years, where can make them become very hostile to me. It not they happen today, not ever they happen, and not ever happen. We are professionals them. As we reach now the scene, everybody know in functions. You go see say the place become chaotic because maybe onlookers and go on way to they do everybody they go for taking equipment for calm at the fire scene. But before we reach now the scene, we don't get information and everybody they go into operations because we are well trained and we they get training them on a regular basis. So any firefighter where you see put on this uniform, it trained for become a firefighter.
All right, so let's come back to CSO. CSO, we don't see the APC don't continue them boycotts. You feel say this is good for national cohesion?
First, now the rights and democracy allow. So boycott is part of political activity, like how APC they do so. APC do one, you know, when SFPP be in opposition, they then a parliament they also do one. The next question is if you say it's good for the nation, no, it's not good. It's not good for the nation, it's not good for themselves as leadership, and it's also not good for the people that they represent. So the democracy not go work without an effective opposition, constructive opposition, because you know when opposition become very constructive, they also are part of governance. You know, for this case, in case of APC don't rule this country 24 years uninterrupted. You know, they don't come back, they don't go, just like SFPP. You understand? So they get a lot of experience in governance. You know, just like the SFPP as well. So they know say when there is a disruption in the governance system, they get a very, very big trauma, emotional, physical, and above all, economic disaster. We go before the country and before the nation as well. Now, for instance, they don't in a parliament. When they not in a parliament, yes, SFPP get the majority in a parliament, you know, for do. But parliament just like election. You know, that crap, that oppose way that they oppose one another, that debate way that they do, alone a scene of joy. That a scene where people then can elect for see. Because that is part of parliamentary proceeding and procedure. You know, noise for day because people are talking about issues where they deal with the livelihood of the country and in people then. So, beaucoup people they really go to parliament for everybody then opposing debates then. How the debates then they go. People then also they look then parliamentarians then, the manner in which then they speak, the way they dress, how then they articulate on certain issues. Now that mostly that crowd working then identity. But for now, one part of the party not did it, that kind of debate not in lively. It's just like election. When we get one party election, we get one party system at the country. You understand? Election not interesting. Election itself na a friendly contest. You understand? When they just take power of any level, even a village, they just take and say you na the village head man, without actually going through that process. You people they not they dance because nobody no contest against you. They not they dance. So in this case, boycott like how former president announced by Nkrumah be talking and state opening in 2012 December 14 say when you boycott, it's likely that you people themselves will boycott you along the line. So in this case, you understand, it's really not good for the country, it's not good for APC, it's not good for the people. Now that making with press release, we appeal to them. You know, like we can always say, we only have 2 institutional political party in Sierra Leone, and in this of our generation, there will be no third party.
Why you say so?
Yeah, no, I say so because of the long experience we have get. You know, as
so other political parties.
No, then go there, then go there, but then go there. You understand? But they're not going to overtake APC and SLPP.
But they are considered registered.
Yeah, they are. No, they are. They are legally
and
registered.
Also very important.
No, very, very important.
But you said that just 2.
Yeah, no, now 2 don't make an institutional, which means they are spread across the country. They have gone from bad to worst. They have gone from good to better. You understand? They have tasted power. They know the sweetness and bitterness in it.
But
and
PMDC tasted power in parliament.
Yeah, no, not at governance level.
Okay.
Now parliament be there,
okay.
Not at government. There is no other party we don't do now governance at state out democratically, you know, except SLPP and APC. So for instance, when we press release, we don't beg the leadership of APC. We are for let them go back to parliament, but we are more emphasizing opposition on for the APC, the elected councillors, the local council, for let them go back, for let them serve the people. Because while the parliamentarians are serving the rest of the country, the APC elected councillors, then they serve specific portion or part of the country. You understand? For instance, in Freetown, in Pochloco, in Cambia, in McKinney, in Kabbalah, in Tonkolili, Mombroka. Then they serve people, then they win a local council. And this will be seen in 2004 and 2007, where some of will be the part of the panel we develop and come about the document we establish the local council. We advise the then government of SLPP of President Ahmed Tidiane Kaba, say let us not put local council be on political parties issue, because when just the debate come in, they go use the local council and bring the national politics into it, and it go above them, because local council are purely for development of their local community. So like now when they don't cease the operation, how then will people then are then placed and the services they waiting for deliver to them, how then they deliver the contributions where the programs and the projects and where government of Sierra Leone they support them. The one that way other development partner and philanthropists and they support the community through the council. Now they all don't come to us or hot. All of them. So we young people then, when they look at people where they not get much hand in national politics, now then they suffer as a result of this action with the national politics or the national leadership of the All People's Congress they don't take. So we, as a membership of the coalition of civil society and human rights activists, we don't deal in existence looking at governance and democracy, peace and security from 1998. This many years ago, we have expertise in it. We dey beg them, we dey talk to them. Let them allow force the local councils for let them work for the local people at that level. Otherwise, when it continues, not only it unbug the entire governance architecture, but you also the local one, and then go suffer more. For the one day na parliament, I don't think say anybody there from APC or SLPP where they na parliament we know what to do. They not able to take care of his family. No, nobody know they. In fact, some parliamentarians are coming from the diaspora. Then they are the people. Then they are at any one go then can turn back. You understand? But Mami Yebu na Kubula, you understand? Na Yebula. He not go able to do that day. He not get that power. He not get that resources. He not get that picking where they oversee, where they support her. He rely mostly on the support where the local council, the local community, where they provide for their livelihood. Then they provide them water, then they provide them feeder road, then they provide them basic other things and where they need. As government of Sierra Leone and development partner, they also do. Now that has come to a stop. What is going to happen with their resources then, where they don't already commit, both from government and development partner to their councils then and a lot of these resources get timeline. The project and whether they implement get timeline. You know the end time, not they ever come. When you lose one time, you know they ever can in your lifetime. He cannot come. When this thing happen, they can projects and they elections. I don't know, they withdraw, they support and government. Without they suffer. Not to the leadership of APC they suffer. Oh. Neither the leadership of them councils then. Oh. No, that's not. Now then grassroots. The grassroots, the poor mammy then, the poor picking then. We then council them responsible for the rehabilitation of their school, the water well, the roads and where then they go to the community. Not the people that they suffer. Not at that leadership. They know they suffer at all because they are all well to do. You understand? So that decision, when they take, you know, at that national level, it get a very, very serious negative impact on our community. Now then councils then, with the why they run. Because the way they set up the council, the elected mayors, the chairperson, they are very powerful because these are the political leadership. They are the signatories to the various accounts across the various area, and they are the decision makers. You understand? The CAs are administrative people. They cannot effectively work without the political leadership, no matter how you do it. You know they work. You understand? So that made by 2004, 2007, some of will be very vocal for talk to the then president. Unfortunately, it not be Arian. You understand? Because APC also in parliament we say no, if we pull politics from local council, it's possible that the SLPP they afraid they go lost their elections then they so that their campaign, and the then president among other was also a very good listener. So he listened to the voice of the opposition. But these are the problems we will be see far ahead. And now in the happen now in our country, and now in the above with people then that their community that they we I'm sure I hope that this is a lesson for this government and anyone where they can that we for come back with the debate for let we remove politics from local council. Let them really be local and locally based so that they can able to take care of their own development at that local level and left the national polity to the politicians there when they free time. You know, so it's really a very big disadvantage, and we will continue for call on the leadership of the All People's Congress for please, for the sake of the people there, we then cancel them the service. Let them allow the local councils, let them continue their function. At the parliamentary level, okay, that's a bigger level. They go able to whatever we do. But we first play, and with this really play now for let the local council. There are 10 of them where APCB win at the last election. Let them allow them, well, let them service the people in their localities.
All right, just somebody will say the endorsements, it gets some tax. So you sitting here, this endorsement are based on the track record of the individual or a mere support to national development?
Yeah, no. First, it's an endorsement following the Constitution, the 1991 Constitution. The 1991 Constitution now under all the now under our President Biosef Sefde, now under our President Anes by Kuruma Bidonde. Now under our late President Kababi don't they everybody there is no document agreement at this country we go supersede the authority that make na the supreme document. When we look at the constitution, we look at the processes, the constitution for the appointment of the chief commissioner and chairman electoral commission of Sierra Leone, Mr. Edmond Sylvester Alpha, His Excellency the President Bill, he follow on from A to Z. He followed that from A to Z. That's one part because the constitution force you get for support. The second part of A, it be then at that hall where we go do that presentation. You go find out say, you know, except otherwise, possibly you not agree. But Mr. Edmond Alpha is almost the longest serving officer na the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. He started as a junior staff. He go at intermediate staff, he go as management staff, and later he become a commissioner. You understand? He has very long experience in working. This is not somebody where president wake overnight because he get the supreme authority for appoint somebody who says, you know, you can do. You understand? He is spiritually fit, academically fit, professionally fit, and he has wealth of experiences in that area as well. You understand? So when you look at those two areas then, and it fulfill the content of democracy, and which is democracy is rule of law. You understand? Perhaps if president asks me or I ask any other person, you go say let me your brother did it. You go say let me pikin dede. You go say let me waiting self dede. But definitely that be brother, that me pikin, that me sister, you know, or that me fambo, me definitely not get the kind of experience, the kind of professional experience, academic experience. You understand? Where Edmond Alpha don acquire over 20 years working in ECSL. It no go there. Definitely, you know, go there. Except if you go, you know what, because of one reason or another. So what we did is also following the law, you know, of this country constitutionally. You understand? If that appointment was actually out of constitution, believe me, we're not a supporter. We're not actually congratulate. We go right to the president. We tell and say, Mr. President, you don't go out of the constitution. We can tell him. You understand? That we president, you know, I know whether he take her or not, we will also advise him otherwise. You understand? So that is what we did was within the content. We have done that in the past, you know, on so many other occasions and issues where they deal with this country, as long as we are convinced. But we convince or not means everybody is convinced. So no, this is democracy. Like you with Deyasuna, you can't disagree with me. Others here so go disagree. Other people go disagree. You understand? But what is important, and at that, in one of we sections of a press release, we also tell a lot of thank you to the All People's Congress. Why it is their right also to boycott, but they did it professionally and they did it without violence. You know, they kept the peace, they did it within their own thinking, you understand, without disturbing the peace and unity of this country, you understand. So it's also good. So let's argue, we agree and disagree, and that's why we are calling on the president himself for let him truly open his hands and doors, you know, to embrace the leadership of APC on a dialogue, because like President Ernest Bai Kromabi talked on the 14th of December 2012, he said dialogue. Let's disagree politically, economically, or otherwise, but let us agree to come to a dialogue table for the sake of our country. And this country now we all get her. APC not get this country past SLPP. SLPP not get her past APC. It belongs to all of us, all citizens where God put win at this country. And not to will nobody, they not about nobody APC, they not about nobody SLPP. Now God that input. That ideology come because of family connection or other thing. But again, that democracy come for. Democracy is a multi-party system, you know, and they have gone through all the system. And like I say, both parties, now the institutional parties, where they don't build the capacity, they don't raise. However, why they don't build the capacity of this country, they also don't contribute for destroy the state of Sierra Leone and the people and infrastructure. We are among the poorest country at 65. Whether they don't rule we. Now APC SLPP, my sister. Look at the national, from at the age of 65 years, we only have one national stadium. Where almost every 5 years it undergo rehabilitation. But, for this one, listen, madam.
Go ahead.
The national stadium where we get here, you understand? They don't begin rehabilitation for the past 5-6 years. At the 40 million according to information Chinese relation. China they build that stadium there. In Chinese, all other things remain the same. It will build the national stadium in less than 6 months. This kind one, we'll get so very small one. Morocco built 69,000. We now have 25. Morocco built a 69,000 in 1 year, 6 months. You know, Senegal built 50,000 seater stadium in less than 1 year. But here is Sierra Leone. Nobody, you understand? We can even say let the entire opposition, and even including SLP, let them boycott governor, let them force government for let them don that stadium they hand over. I can tell you, me I spot somebody. If we be use the national stadium for the last Nations Cup as well as World Cup, the kind thing and investment where President Bio himself, we don't bring sanity for over 15-20 years in football, and the amount of government resources wey go per sport will be for qualify for Nations Cup and the World Cup, because e just invest so much. This na the first time wey we under President Bill we no get any palava na the Sierra Leone Football Association, which was associated from late Justice Tola Thompson, Aisha Johansson, and many other fet here and there. But the president can't solve that problem. They don't get 2 elections where they change leadership democratically. And in the government, they spend so much money. But look at the stadium. Look where we are. It's disgraceful to the citizens and people. But yes, our politicians don't concentrate on the development of this country, but then concentrate on their political interests, which has brought Sierra Leone to its knee for over 65 years.
In that case, as Chasmambu, why you also can represent infrastructure at some time? Why would not ever bring up this and educate Sierra Leoneans, those political parties?
No, we don't come.
So let them boycott the finishing, boycott for the finishing of this. But now you talk about why?
We politicians,
yes,
in APC and SFPP, just like Dr. Yonkela, Kande Yonkela be once say, it's in Alusain and Alasan. When something is in their favor, they say it is green. When it is against them, they say it is red. This is how they do. And because of that kind of phenomenon, everybody know about them. That is why Sierra Leone they done. Simple. Now, one stadium we get at the age of 65. April 27, very soon will be 65 years of independence. We only get one, which is a disgrace to this nation. A total disgrace to Sierra Leone. Yes, we don't talk about, politicians don't talk about development, they are talking about politics. You understand? And would I go come power to power? Would I go maintain power? You can't to power and maintain power. Now for what? Is this for the development of this country, or is it the development of you and your family? Look at Sierra Leone, very disgraceful. In fact, at one of my presentation to some media houses, I call and say that is a crime against the state and people of this country. For now, we rehabilitate a 45-year-old stadium, more than 45-year-old stadium, where every 5 years they undergo rehabilitation. For now, take 5-6 years for rehabilitator. It's a disgrace.
All right, let's come back to Madam Bintu. Madam Bintu, people then they talk say the fire engines then can stand still for days. That's the also wear and tear the tire if water dey inside. Now based on that, una can empty them water then, because una want for save the lives of the tire then. Now many times their claim say una can go with empty motoka. Is it as a result of una cannot empty, una forget say enough fill, then una go with them, or people they also claim say una they sell them water then? How true could this be?
Thank you very much, ma. You know, we're an emergency institution, so we always ensure say water dey now we fire engines them. In fact, we get a lay down rule now with fleet policy. As a driver, where you go hot fire, you for ensure say you fill our water to a maximum capacity before you go park na any fire station back. So we engines, they always get water to the maximum capacity. Of course, we engineers, they always can advise better, and they never give the advice they say because of the water, the tires can get problem or not. So we always ensure say the most important thing take preeminence over everything. We know say now water will they use, so like I still insist, they always they get water to the maximum capacity. And for say we they sell water, you don't know another notion where people can get we're very, very much untrue. One way people don't know, the fire service with the extinguish fires, we they do search and rescue operations. If somebody for done a well, you get trapped inside motor car, vehicle accident, we get the expertise, we get the equipment for going and rescue such people. Then we also render humanitarian service system, where include for give water to institutions and where they in need. You know, not for private use. Until you know, I may begin and get water today. If you say go call on the fire service for give water, no. But once it meets the utilitarian principle, when are the good of all, you get a hospital where they in dire need of water, government institution, hotel where they go get guests when are international guests where they in dire need of water, then can reach the fire service. we know they put priority in that kind of particular work because we first work now for hot fires them. But if at that time we get the engine and we go be available, we can go and give water. It they happen. Even in universities them where they in need of water, they can reach we, and if we're able to go give them, we give them. That in any way no means that sell with the sell water, but now part of rendering humanitarian services them. So not to also say with the sell water.
All right. In that case, if you say on another sell water, if the public sees somebody they distribute water, we're not a hospital or government building, waiting you feel say then go do, and then take pictures and forward them to the social media?
Yes, you can take pictures and get further evidences because you get for proven beyond reasonable doubt. You know, for say a vehicle park, not to now evidence, but not sufficient for proofs and water I go sell. Yeah, so you got to make sure so you get enough evidence forward and to where we go take the appropriate action.
All right. By as of this morning, how many fire engines we get operational in the entire country?
Well, ideally, as a security institution, we not can give out to exact strength. But one to our family know for Freeton, we get in engines them for able to attend to all fires them with on top of situation. The only thing that some side in the provinces then they will get fire stations them, but we not get fire engine for now. Example. Can be a fire station, Potloko, Kabbalah, we get stations but we not get engine. So waiting the firefighters and basically they do now for ensure say then go around and educate members of the public on how to prevent fires. And like you be mentioned in your intro, you know then time day of the year, people have to be very much careful because fires they thrive easily during the dry seasons than they go thrive during the raining season. The simple reason that the elements that will constitute fire, they're very active during the dry season when are the oxygen, the fuel, and of course you need a heat. So you find out so you go get more wind with the blood and they are the sun very, very warm. Of course, where you get anything when a combustible material, it will result to fire. So the proactive approach is them very, very key. And one thing also why no one will be mentioned earlier that pardon fires that were mentioned so the majority there. We can also investigate for know the cause of the fire because we not they only go hot fire, but we also investigate for know the causes of them fire there because we well trained as professionals for do that. You know, when we reach at the scene by the color of the fire self and the smell what they inhale, they make we begin determine whose kind of fire we don't go for go attend.
So when I know the smell of fire.
Yes, that's not part of the training.
Where they indicate.
Yes, as firefighters worldwide, now part of your training. Where you go now a fire scene, but even when you need a fire. By seeing the color of the smoke, if you're able to detect who's kind of fire they go for attend. That's not just part of the basic trainings them. So like I said, we don't investigate and we don't find out the majority of them fires they are get for with electrical causes them, where we can call class E fires them. In fact, 80% of their numbers are what they record on a yearly basis, then get for with electrical fires. So we advise people and for always take the preventive approach. And what they cause the electrical fires they are? Overloading of electrical appliances them. You know one common thing where they burn also where people don't know, now the extensions there. So man feels away gets a single extension, maybe get 10 space where you provide. If you always fill less space than they to the maximum capacity. So you go taking fan, you taking electric and cooker, you know, you taking television, everything connected to that single extinguisher. When you do that, you don't overload that extension more than in capacity. So we get what we call insulators, the black tape where they go around the wires, them where they inside the extension. Where we get accumulate more heat, waiting to happen, they become warm. And the insulators and they fade away slowly. Then they begin fade away. When they fade away, the naked wires they now they come in contact and they no more now go left. And once they come in contact, then they produce spark. That spark they give one element when at the heat. The extension, of course, na flame, na combustible material. Oxygen always there and you will get fire. So now the ideal thing is that not overload the extension. Not say because you get boku space if you always overload them. When you overload them now one recipe for make you get fire. Then this lack of maintenance, we get also in this country where they don't electrify for over 30-40 years. Nobody know ever maintenance and for know the status of the cables, the sockets and the likes. Then get the lifespan. Once they elapse, and not able to withhold that current where they go to they cause fire. They're not allowed boku arata than us. It might sound funny, but then self they cause fire. Because when they go through them ceiling all day and night and they bet the cable and left them exposed. So when they left them exposed, then cable come in contact also. It is cause spark, we go produce it and it go give fire. No call quack electrician for can do wrong work for you. No buy substandard material. It go surprise people and for no say even when you use the wrong bulb na you use na a source for making electrical fires. You know we get the incandescent bulb, then the old type bulb the way that you go see say the head very very big. Them bulb they are not fire friendly, because then they generate something like 90% heat and just they give away 10% light. So when you continuously they use them, a trap for make you get fire one day. So some of the things that this way they cause electrical fires then we use, and like I said, a very very much alarming. So people really need for take the proactive approach. And one way ambulance for no. You know, fire is not a respecter of building or personality. It can happen to anybody, any place, at any time. So people need to imbibe safety measures. Now, one thing will lack in this country. Somebody go get money, go build a very beautiful house, do everything for protect them from thieves or intruders, but not go do anything in terms of safety measures. That single extinguisher where you go buy, you install na your office, na your house, that smoke detector, it go protect you up to 80% from fire incidents then. But most of the time we not in care. So man, the only way don't become victim once, now I go begin go take them proactive approaches there. And it's very sad because they lost a lot of properties and lives them at them fire incidents there. For simple reasons, they more go able for put into if we able to take the proactive approach, we're able for put them into control. You can see somebody buy very beautiful flamboyant vehicle, they ride them around and not get a single extinguisher inside that vehicle. If anything happen, it's just easy for make that vehicle go down into flames and burn within seconds. So why you not go take the proactive approach, buy extinguishers, we're very very much reasonable. You know, just train you people how for use the extinguishers there, because when you know they fire one side, then go able for do the needful. Then also we advise people when you build yours or rent yours, be safety conscious. No land for then a building may get only one domot. We don't lost but cool people them per the incident there because of them kind of negligence there. Land forget escape route always. And escape route, you know, they manufacture them on the D-Day. You for don't get them before that emergency they happen. Because when once it happen, you go able for escape. But if you not get escape route, an incident like fires occur, it go just easy for me to trap. You go see people and they go sleep, then go get them steal the motia, they lock them for 5 10, pull the key and go keep them. A very good for security measures, but for safety measures now a very very bad practice, because when once fire happen, you know, then still the more there are small heat meter, so they become, we go to call thermal expansion, they expand, you know, they open again. Then that key cell phone you don't go keep. It's very easy for me you mind just become interrupted the moments in day. You don't go even know who you keep them. So for make you get trapped in them buildings and they it's very very much easy. So as we sleep every day, may we think about safety and security simultaneously. At times when you get intruders or thieves then come into your house, you go able to overpower them. They're not able to do anything most of the time. But when you get fire, and all they spare lives and properties, they done everything within seconds. So please, family, may we take the preventive approach. That's very, very much key.
All right. Why would they take the preventive approach? Waiting, una as firefighters, una don't they do with regards giving PPEs, non-protective gears. So the firefighters then can get marks na then face the real marks where they're able for you know, take care of the fire or the inhalation. Is it possible that when they give them all the gears and possible?
Well, I'm not going to say they give them all, but we don't make significant progress in that area.
But why would I not forget them all?
Well, make I just learn. You know, initially the tendon where we joined the fire service some 11 to 12 years back, you go find out, so you go see fireman, they go hot fire. Sometimes I only slippers, they wear 9 foot, you don't even get the right thing for put on 9 body. Wow. But now we don't make significant progress. We don't get the right PPEs them, you know, in terms of the close them with them for where for enter into the fire incident there. They don't even get a large number of BA sets. You know, most of them, since they are way they enter, you forget you be a set on because it will help you from the smoke inhalation. So we don't get a lot, not 100% it, but we don't make significant progress. You know, with the help of World Bank through the CBR and program, then be able to supply with a lot of PPEs. Then 2 years back with Scotch's firefighter friends, and then become with a lot of PPEs them for me. So now you go find out, say almost every firefighter get a PPE with them do a portion to them. So you not go see now fireman they go inside a burning building with just ordinary uniform or AVAC 9 foot. It's not possible. We get the boots and the likes.
All right, Charles Mambu, I'll come back to you. The coalition, people then they say wanna split. Initially in the submission, you've been talk say na APC and LCPP no more na then dey na the country. Even though I try for make clarification, but you say now they don't serve in governance for the longest time. Now people they also accuse the coalition, say una split into APC and LCPP. Can you confirm that?
Well, definitely I not go confirm that because especially some of we own work who don't do it over 20 years ago. When you look at issue where they in favor of APC, SLPP could say you are APC. This until some of you don't go through for the last 25 years. When you look at issue where they in favor of SLPP, you understand? APC go can't say you are APC. So what then always they try for do that for divide way. You know, so that at one point or at always for them and then side. But so for some of we, the experience we get national, internationally, we always decide for look at the issue and turn up middle. There are times you get for take position like a position like this. You understand? In the war time, we make sure say we not become neutral. When we defeat a war for end war in this country and restore democracy, civil society, we are never neutral. Because we have a party of the rebels who are also Sierra Leonean, and you have the government side. You understand? Who are also Sierra Leonean. For the Sanko and the rebel can tell you, say, oh no, that we would not talk what we, now the wrong thing. We say, no, our here in this matter will not get to be neutral. We have to take a position that we end the war, restore dignity to Sierra Leone, resettle our people, and let democracy thrive. So there are times you don't take neutrality. You understand? In fact, when you are taking neutrality in such a major something, when you see the truth of it, because one person they against or the, then you say no, then you are also becoming biased. But some of we, as a coalition here, we don't go through that. Coalition of civil society is not the leader of the civil society in Sierra Leone. No, it's just one. There are thousands of civil society in Sierra Leone, thousands of them. Each one of them you can take your own position. Each one of them get their own membership. You can go to there and take your own position. For us, that's our position, and that's why we go. Whoever went to that place to congratulate the chief was not by quash. These are big men and women, not to people where you go put in a motorcar or you give money for go. No, it not they happen. Highly respected men and women that then go send invitations saying that this you want to do, they approve and then go. You understand? These are lawyers, highly educated men and women. So there's no decision where any one person or organization or all go come together and say this is it. Even in war, at war time, like I tell you, some of us don't go through war in this same country, and we saw it. There were still CSOs even within the war period. Some issues then they will be addressed against the warring factions, against the RUF. They be there against we. You understand? But why me where I sit down with 4 days and call na 98.1 signal hill station like how me and Madam B to sit down. Now me word, you know, me actions, you know what you had to tell for the Sanko before and he make it one day he grab he come on at the studio, he say no they go there again. I dread for the Sanko at studio because he wants make her tell her what he hear. But because I know the issue, I travel across the country, I be always they bring the fact. When me for the Sanko the Sidon like how me and to Sidon, I they tell her the fact. So at one time it left 98.1 studio, say no they once I did it not go there. You know, so this is what you will do is not start today and not the end today.
This is an aside because the two Mambus are being on record driving people on or in studios. According to you, you say you drive for the Sanko.
Yes, on the basis of the truth.
And then the other time we see you brother when Moses Mambu himself he make the APC honorable a commoner studio. Yeah, is it something where they pass?
Yeah, no. Where the different when you talk about APC and SA, that man is a PR for SLPP. You understand? It's totally different because they are talking about politics.
Yeah, but Mambu himself.
Yeah, no, that doesn't mean my sister. name associating name to political parties. Which name we know the Medina na APC, Edina SFPP, Timini man like Honorable Alpha Khan, we na inside APC they born. You know, from A to Z over 70 years na APC na the papa they maker. Today na SFPP. You understand? Honorable Victor Fo, former vice president, they were na they make the constitution 1995 constitution of APC that they write am. You understand? Then you when they say APC right inside from A to turn at the end of the day, as you they talk they are SLPP. Can you say these are not citizens of Sierra Leone? You go pull them at this country where they don't contribute immensely, even though belonging to APC or SLPP? No, you cannot. You understand? Sierra Leone is under. We are very united. It will interesting for know that APC and SLPP can disagree on ideology, but on family tie they are well connected. Which APC leadership we don't go school now in the southeast? You know the.
All right, so
you understand? Or we don't married from the southeast.
So,
you know
and at the same thing. Which specific performance indicator will I use for do this endorsement?
Yeah, no, I think that's possible. Not they listen the program with critical performance indicator. When 99% now the fact that His Excellency the President will follow the 1991 Constitution, we give the power for appointment. That are the one of the basis. We will not violate the constitution. You understand? That are the basis. Let anybody challenge that one day. You understand? That are the basis. In case we have to consult our lawyers, we consult the constitutions, we have highly trained professional lawyers within the coalition of civil society. We check the document, we check them from parliament. You understand? So it's saying that 99% of what we consult as an indicator. That's why the second indicator is also the fact that, you know, Mr. Edmond Sylvester Alpha is one of the longest serving staff, member of the management team, and as a commissioner in the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. You will have to that even when we meet her, we tell her and say there are yardstick where we want you to continue to follow, and one of them is neutrality. Ensure that the mantle where presidents don't give you according to the constitution, you don't become the cumbra for everybody in this country, especially access to political party and the access to you. We all know that majority carries the vote, but that doesn't mean the voices of minority cannot be heard. No, you have to listen to it, you have to discuss it, because minority are also part of governance architecture in the country. So those are the yardsticks we use.
All right, so which message you get for the opposition as then they conduct the press conference this afternoon, 12 p.m., where they don't invite we?
Yeah,
which
no,
message you get for them?
Like I said earlier, boycott is part of governance, is part of political activity. It's not a criminal act, especially when it is not violent. What they did was not violent, and it's still not violent. You understand? They belongs to Sierra Leone, just like any one of us. Nobody, they're not born and better than any other person in this country or and everybody get her. But my critical and formal appeal, where I really go on my knee, now for let them allow the leadership, for let them go back and function while they are opening discussion and dialogue with President Bio and the government of the Sierra Leone People's Party. You understand? On the way forward of their demand, you know, on the appointment of the next boss. That is at the political level. They can discuss it, they can agree with it, they can disagree with it. That's not ours. You understand? We can't play the role of the government, neither the role of the opposition. That's why we don't work for, we work with both opposition and as well as the government. We work with them, we don't work for them. You understand? So it's not every time the agenda we have to follow. No, you don't follow the agenda. You not be say because opposition they against this and you say for day, or government they for this, you say for go. Some of us are professionals, you know, looking at governance issue, looking at security and pay for a many long time. You understand? That's why we are still practicing what we are doing. There was a time where argument come for and again. Oh, this man are APC, this man are SFPP, this man are this man and the one ambassador called me. He said, Mr. Mabu, do you know that you have actually won the day? I said, what do you mean, Your Excellency? He said, I'm hearing from the one radio station that accusing you to be APC and the other one accusing you to be SFPP. That's why we leave it. You understand? But the safety and unity of this country, now in neutrality, some of you know they take up. You understand? If you want, let we deal with you, you have to deal within the constitution of Sierra Leone and ensure that rule of law prevail. The safety and security of Sierra Leone prevail at all times. You don't compromise that. You understand? At the same studio where me and you sit down, where we don't see President Bill, you know, not don't do much for end the younger issue. The same studio me and you too. He read a statement, it is on record, it's published worldwide. You understand? We will disagree with that. And with the advice, and also recently, thanks God, day before yesterday, they don't get a meeting, man. The tripartite meeting in Conakry, they say the Guineans said they withdraw. We will not issue press release yet on that because this weekend I'm going to Yenga. I dey go see physically. I know they wait without they tell me. Of course, I will get Honorable Tembe, which is highly respected and self-liking people. We dey communicate for know whether the Guineans have started withdrawing. So when as and when we get that information, and then I go there and see her, I will tell you say by next week we go there. We will write a congratulatory message to President Bill and the rest of the head of state, Emmanuel River Union. There are other action, peaceful action, congratulatory, solidarity action that we can take as long as our people in Yenga, our people in Lower country in Liberia, because we don't see them get the same similar problem, have returned to their locality and they are not affected by any Guinean military incursion. We'll come up with that. We'll visit Conakry to congratulate President Doumbouya. We'll go to Liberia to congratulate President Bouaké. And in Sierra Leone, we'll congratulate President Bill. But we have not done that yet because it's a statement they don't issue. We want the statement to reflect on the ground. You know that, madam. We look at issue based. The people, the one that interests the people more. Not that who interests government, neither interests the opposition. You understand? That's why I say both government, opposition, they don't rule this country for nearly 65 years. Where are we?
All right, Chasmambu, you don't make claims, say, at one point in time, people, they say, you know, SLPP, another time, people, they say, you know, APC.
It's not only me, any civil society where you take position on national issues.
Now you then at the studio. People said at one time, Anestro, a lavish party for you. And then President Bill came also. You supported him massively.
Yeah, no.
Is that not why if he said
no, that's not the case.
Okay,
the first person who give me a national award was President Ahmed Tidiane Kaba.
Okay.
You understand? And state law. And he tell me say you don't talk true Boku. He say, Mr. Mambu, even if you talk lie now, I say we will believe. Because you know my role as a leader of the coalition and a part of the civil society movement for end the war, sustain democracy, and ensure the return of our people. It's actually happened. You understand? President and his Kroma also done. You know me? We don't get boundary for work with anybody as long as your work is in the interest of the people. He also awarded me twice. President and his Kroma awarded me twice. You understand? On development, on sincerity, and waiting with the address for the progress of this country. President Bill not doing it. We are still waiting. Perhaps we are engaging each other. You know, so we get these are people who are also different. So we work with all people, including President Bill himself. You understand? So we are part and parcel of the system. You understand? The governance architecture, the opposition architecture. You understand? And we call all of them in the interest of Sierra Leone. Let us work for Sierra Leone unity. We are very poor. We prefer to live in poverty than to live in conflict, as we say will be done common. And we know one of the trigger of conflict na political disagreement. Politics disagreement I can bring conflict. You understand? So, but thank God, I think Sierra Leone not go to that part day again. We get a very sober opposition. We get governance system. APC don't rule this country for many years. SLPP they rule the country. You understand? So let's go as it is. Our own role, we can continue to play it.
All right. Madam Kamara, may I come to you? Waiting at the goal for this year, as we expect 65th birthday of the nation. Waiting at the goal for the fire force.
We want to try for reduce the rate of fire incidents them across the country. We want to get a stronger fire safety law. We're going to enhance, safety going forward. Then we want to see Fambule imbibe safety measures. where nobody no need for tell you self, but you go know say this thing what they do, it could cause fire possibly and not do them at all. Then as a whole, we want to see the fire service, you know, continue for climb to a very higher height. Because the open secret now that, you know, the fire service are one of the institutions that will be done left behind for the years. But thankfully, over the years, we don't make tremendous progress, and we hope so we'll continue for make progress, and we go get what we want for me the fire service day as compared to other services in the sub-region.
All right, so now somebody go talk say fire force has been neglected for a very long time. Other areas then, like the army, the navy, even the prisons, then they give them periodically new uniforms, then they look good, but the fire safety areas have been neglected. You go attest to that?
Yes, to some extent I go agree with the person.
And how? Explain that to them.
I go agree with the person to some extent, because you know when you look at the fire service, nobody no need for tell you go no say now one of the institutions where they don't be neglected before. You know the time that way, like me personally joined the fire service over 11 years now, I be apply and go in with some other people when I be graduate from universities, various universities, but most of them left. Now me happen for be the only woman I don't reach this peak because I be resilient and feel say I go endure wait till I go meet. But people are left when they go they watch at the conditions of service, look at the office space and they like they get for left. But when you look at the fire service 11 years back when we don't do the personality to who side we did now, we don't make significant progress. Now we don't get a lot of people who don't come on board. We get people who get doctorates now in education. Of course we get a lawyer, we get people with double master's degree. So we don't make significant progress. This will last waiting and call will make recruitment, advert will make. We get a lot of experts we apply. Before now until where you go see like say it's not possible for make it happen. You know, we got a chief fire officer where a very much passionate for say the institution go to a very higher height. And they don't they work assiduously for make sure say we reach to this peak. So even though I go agree to some extent, but I go also want for our lady fears of ambulance say we don't they make improvement over the years and we go continue for grow because we don't they reach to that peak where we feel that we want for day.
All right, for training, yes.
I want to contribute small to the fire incident.
Okay.
Madam Bintu don't meet so many times. One of the causes of the fire we actually left out, which is also very critical, now the way ETSA, formerly NPA and ETSA within the G light, you know, hot and light, hot and light, hot and light. That also, no matter what standard of equipment we get, whether fire they can and go, it actually the burner. You understand? So that one day we don't try and get enter. But again, I want to tell them and fire force plenty thinking. I'm sure the chief fire officer, you know, Commander Bonge go tell them there was a time when the whole national fire force or the Freetown fire force we only get one fire engine in this country. Meanwhile, she don't show. And lawyer Francis Gabidon will mount a whole 6 month to 1 year campaign and will focus all our attention on fire force. Chief Commander Bongo will tell you down there, day and night, wherever we are going, you know, locally and internationally, publicly, we just say no, we fire force they done. They not done reach you side for reach you. How would self want that? But believe in me, over the years down the line, that advocacy sustainable when we pinpoint one public issue, one public institution which was already dead when at the fire force today is able for resurrect. We really want to thank you to Allah and to ourselves and to the chief fire officer. He's a great man. He's a very great man. We don't work with her over 20 years. And I want to tell plenty thank you to lawyer Francis Gabidon. We really call me say, Mr. Mambu, let's put part of our attention to fire force because this is very, 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 very important. What are the carry property goes or tell you go see am, but we fire bomb and that's the end of it. So it don't get go can. So it's very, very important. The thing where they talk so is very cool. 2 weeks ago it almost happened at my house. One of the pikin, when a big guy pikin, he go connect heater, you know the cooker, pan the extension. You understand? Now God help we. After some time, it almost long cage. You understand? Because it overwhelmed, it don't burn the extension, the other one go enter in a room. Now it's here. The first thing quickly, then they put up the main meter system. You know, as they change over, then put on all. So all what he explained, they are correct, and we hope, because what he also not the problem, you know, that problem they will the face. Now the people there, filter is so choke that road not the access road not the people then they build and now they put access road. So man they even block am. That motor they not go pass. Fire force motor can't go through. You no go able blame them. Fire will take place now. Susan's Bay. Which motor can go enter na Susan's Bay? You can run. Crew Bay. How you go enter under? You know, because the Lord and they, but because of massive poverty, with 65 years of rule, don't forget this country. Some of them think they will not able to.
Somebody go say they need forget a very excessive.
Yeah, we get fire hoses. Even that they help the day.
Okay.
Because when you go to the scene, if we must carry no able reach, we they extend the hoses.
You know, there are areas that we that hose they not go reach.
Yes, it get in limits.
It get limits.
Extend them in limits.
It get limits, my dear. That one they say get limit. You know, so this is one institution where they don't make the almost the greatest sacrifice. They not all reach you, so one let them reach, because now that they don't expand to other districts, yes, still they have some problem, you know, because of fire engine. And will still continue. Once a while, me and the chief fire force, Commander Bunge, will they talk? They tell me some of the constraints, and sometimes me say, don't say, I don't travel, I see fire engine, motorcar, you know, it is on side where not supposed for day. Now they are left on the highway. I call the commander Boge. Instantly call the commander and the district. They have to tow the vehicle back from Usai Ibide. The driver come out inside it. You know, so these state institutions, they will all get responsibility. Not say not to me. You don't know when it will happen to you. Whatever contribution, either by your mouth, by your money, or by your telephone call, we go make them sustainable and get what they want. Let's do it. It's national service.
All right, Charles Mambu, now we come. This will be my final question on the topic we discuss. If you are president of this land today, as we they expect for celebrate with 65th birthday, and now the opposition don't say then the boycott. There are a lot of things for do before this 65th birthday, actually those in parliament, those in other councils also. What you could do as a president of this nation?
Yeah, the first thing what they do, by April 27, by April 26, they declare a national day of mourning.
Mourning
for the excessive poverty which Sierra Leone dey inside. You understand? How do we all come together, be it government, opposition, and the rest, put down our private, our personal interest, our accession to power, and our accession to maintain power, we put them down. We say, let's look at the country. Why are we so? You understand? You know, there was a time when I go do lecture now Cape Town. When I come on Cape Town where I can, I say, if I get the resources, I dey take 10 APC young generation member, I take 10 SLPP young generation member, I fly them to South Africa for go see the third city na South Africa when I Cape Town. When you see you compare to when you reach Cape Town, you not go know say Salon Day. You really cannot imagine, no matter where you find yourself. You from the airport, you cannot turn on say Salon Day. So if them guys then young one then we go take over them big part then go see some of them and not say some of them, few of them go travel, come. You go come back and say, let us declare a day of mourning for Sierra Leone. You understand? Because we need to mourn this country. This country not deserve who say it is so. It doesn't deserve you as a country not deserve it. But yesterday I be you know, I read one post where one professor sent for me from UK. I think it was a form of joke, but it's Senna. He said, where God makes the world and he makes Sierra Leone, God be they put so many resources in this country, so many. It just a put it just a put it just a put it. They say one of the angel now go knock touch God. He reminder, he say, hey God, he say, why you put this kind of resources in this small country in Sierra Leone? He said, no, you wait for me. He said, I give them leader there, where they go misuse all these resources. And believe me, na that to the part.
So all the leaders.
My brother, where are we, Sierra Leone? Where is Sierra Leone? Auntie Elise, where are we actually? Where are we? Huh?
All right, then you go still govern the nation without the opposition?
No,
president?
no.
What would you
No, you understand? The opposition of any type, and in Sierra Leone we get one opposition at the moment, which is APC. There was a time where SLPP was in opposition, and we have APC now in opposition. If there is something where they raise, which is legal, which we for discuss, we for discuss am. Even at this point where they don't boycott, in our press release we don't ask the president, let it open in doors and in hand in good faith for let them discuss and sit down with the APC is part. Nobody know the membership of APC. Nobody know go pull them by this country. You know the ever you don't go pull them. Just like SLPP, APC not go pull APC. SLPP not go able to dissolve APC. You know, it don't go happen because, like I said, both parties don't institutionalize themselves. They don't build their capacity. They don't build their support base across the country. Now, make them small one day where they kick out election, they can just can't touch them small. Then turn after some time they dissolve themselves either into APC or SLPP. So these are two formidable parties. Now they don't rule this country for the most from since 1961. With the exception of NPRC rule of 4 years, we are almost a rule of 61 years for APC and SLPP put together. You understand? APC don't rule 24 years uninterrupted. Nobody not interrupted in anything where they do so far. You understand? So they are a factor and they are part and parcel of this country, just like SLPP. What we do if I am the president now, and I'm sure even President Biogo do am, and we not aim for advice. Let us not advise here because I'm not the president. Let us advise the president now because he is here. He has the supreme leader of the country and he has the constitutional mandate for apply the constitution of Sierra Leone. Let him open his hands and his door for constructive dialogue. But in opening his hands and his door to APC, you understand, doesn't mean he has to scrap the constitutional mandate where the constitution given. If he wants to do that, you understand, there are provisions in the constitution for that, and we have parliament for that. This is our country. Let's get the country at heart than with political ambition.
All right, Madam Bintu, what will be your last statement to the one where they watch you with regards firefighting and trying to get fire extinguishers in their houses or job places?
Yeah, I want to tell Fambul say prevention very key. You know, fire now a very good servant but a bad master. So more do all we can for prevent fires. And I want use this opportunity for give out with numbers then because it's very much important. The numbers here are free, no need forget to pop na your phone. If na headquarter, the central part of Rito, you notice fire, call 300 using AfriCell, QCell and Orange. If na Kisi, the eastern part, call 301. If na Aberdeen, the far east, the far and the west, sorry, call 302. For Wokel, the far east, call we on 309. We also get for provincial, like for Makeni, we get 303. For Kenema, we get 308. Skyline 312. You know, in short, their numbers they range from 300 to 312. Anyone per the numbers there where you call, you go get in touch with the fire service. Maybe say for instance a central part of Rito now the fire happen, then you call 300, maybe you're able to get me because of congestion and all the likes, because they also get issue with prank calls them because now free, so people can just call, they make fun of the numbers them. You go simple call on anyone per the numbers, you go call 301, 302 and then go quickly link up with the appropriate station where for go attend the fire.
So when I get directory, let's say I call 300, when I go able direct me na Kenema.
Exactly. We go do them. MF ambulance not only for fires, we also do search and rescue. Now we get a lot of incidents where people and they for them now well. But come on, no say fire first they go and rescue them people and they most of the time now where people like don't die until it take a couple of days now people like can reach we. When I call on the fire service, when one situation they occur, we go there and rescue and do the needful. So please may we try by all means for prevent fires. Take them very, very much serious because fires now tin them where they destroy lives and properties within seconds. So I tell you plenty thank you for this opportunity.
All right, a few messages. Government need for do more for the fire force department. Government needs to upgrade the fire force department. Please CSO now for make another tripartite. Sir, is Sierra Leone's democracy strong enough to withstand both opposition boycott and contested appointment. These are greetings from your statement, sir. Ultimately, who benefits more from the situation, the people or the political elite? Mr. Mambu, how can public confidence in electoral situation be rebuilt amid political division? What assurance can you give Sierra Leoneans that the institution is evolving to meet modern safety and emergency? How? Wow, the analysis is very beautiful. It looks like ESQ, you are master in construction. But if you were to rate the National Fire Force's performance in the last 5 years, what source would you give and why? To what extent is the National Fire Force insulated from political influence in its operations and decision making? Mr. Mabu, if the Electoral Commission fails to meet expectation, will the endorsing group take responsibility? And oh my God, sir, should civil society refrain entirely from endorsing such appointments to preserve neutrality? Agree, sir. 100% agree, sir. First, how do you distinguish between genuine civil support and political motivated backing? Secondly, what message does the endorsement send to the opposing and wider electorate? Lastly, Mr. Mambu, what benchmark should be used to assess Edmond Sylvester Alpha performance going forward? How transparent is the institution when it comes to investigating major fire incidents? How transparent is the institution when it comes to investigating major fire incidents? Talk and twice. All right, so the message is in the camp, but let's stop for that as time down the beat. I'll start with you, madam.
Yes, ma'am. How transparent, we not get anything for it, so whenever fire happen, we can go and investigate. If we find out, say, that any suspected has seen, we can refer the matter to the police. If any other thing, we can give the cause to the owner of the house. So we always do one transparently. For it, the fire service, honestly, like I said, we don't make tremendous effort. So out of 100, I will give the fire service 70 compared to South Komoto Saudi now. I think that's no more come for me. All right, then
before I come to Charles, now people then they say some man they thief lights, then illegal connections. Una don't ever get that kind of statement, or una don't ever get that kind of findings from then fire incidents there.
Yes, we get some files when that na the cause. You go see some OC, you go see light boy even meter no did. So that they tell you the kind risk where people in the take.
So una can complain to government for that, or
well, that fall within the purview of ETSA. But in the future, we hope for collaborate with them for give out their messages there, because at times people get out of ignorance. So we want for synergize with them going further and see how we could bring out their messages there. But in terms of taking action, it lie within their own purview. Yes.
All right, Charles.
On the performance of Mr. Edmond Alpha, we don't see from the past. Let's see how it can carry forward. So all they do na suggestion what they do. On the sustainability and political engagement, and disagreement. Make I tell the listener, they say political disagreement go every day till the war done. 1996, where we conduct the election, when they do voting, then the fire gone because now the war period. President Ahmed Tidiane Kaba of Blessed Memory, he won according to NEC. The result went and so. The UNPP of Dr. Kefasmat of Blessed Memory, they disagree. They say no, now they win. You understand? We go to 2002. President Ahmed Tidiane Kaba also win. APC also didn't say no, they don't regret. We go to 2007. In fact, 2007 and 2018 are the most interesting side we'll get. Because in 2007, SLPP now then conduct election. You understand? But APC win. announced by Kroma of APC na the winner. SFPP na they conduct the election. They were in governor. So even at that time, SFPP also cried foul. You know them at that time, some of which stood up problems more. Now you conduct election, then you they cry, say no opposition. Which role will APC do for Roguna? You understand? We are very strong, you know, to tell the, to condemn SFPP, you know, the utterances on that election in 2007. Which role will you visit APC do for what is Efuna? You understand? In 2012, APC conduct election, APC also win, SFPP disagree. You understand? It took a long time before the opposition leader then, now President Bio, began for Gona State House for let year, President announced by Kroma then Sidon, and I also talk. In 2018, SFPP, APC conduct election, 2018. APC lost the election and APC blame SFPP. You know, say they don't rig the election. The same thing way some of we do in 2007. Now, and we can't do back. We for don't pay APC, but whose role will SFPP do? You know, for rig according to the assassin say they don't rig election. Why we don't conduct? You know, so if people we are honest with ourselves, generally, if you pull the political lane. He follows some of who with track record in looking at democracy, security, and peace in this country. You go if you not tell we thank you, but Allah will make we all in tell we thank you. That's why he give continue long life, and we tell him plenty thank you, and we ask her for like continue for good long life and strength, so that we will continue for do what you will do. You understand? When APC accused SFPP of rigging 2018 election. What we did in 2007 in the case of SFPP was the same thing that we did.
How about the 2023 election?
You understand? No, 2023 election. The results they where they come out. We are expecting APC where they cry this file for take the matter to court. Let's get the evidence. But that's we say safe as civil society. First of all, we not get right for announce election results. We observe, but we can't announce it. That's one. Two, we are within the law. The constitution only give the law to the judiciary, to the court. A competent court established under the law of Sierra Leone, you know, for declare an election either valid or non-valid. Not to civil society, not to any observer, either locally or internationally. When you do that, you are taking sides. You don't do that. It's against you. It's not our mandate. We will observe, but we don't have right to pronounce election, to pronounce who wins or who lost. You understand? The under authority, constitutional authority, they're not even constitution not even given to president, a city president. Constitution not given that power. It only give the judiciary, the court of law, and in this case the Supreme Court, which is the higher court of judicature in Sierra Leone. Now get the mandate for pronouncer. So we say, learning CSO, leader CSO, we should know, we should learn between the lines, we should read the constitution. In spite of any of our personal or public interest, we have to perform our duty within the course of the law, protecting both all parties and all citizens we don't contest. Why do we contest? Sometimes I ask this question. Who actually determine who wins the election? Is this the voters? Is this the court? Is this the political party? Because any political party, if you lost election, you say you don't rogue me. Now make a dumb family the who now they listen. But some of you now we are very young or we are just coming in. I don't begin giving the example from 1996 up to 2018. I don't give you all on the side of both APC and SFPP. So you can know the kind of role where some of we under the coalition of civil society, we don't play up to this time. And that's why we still maintain our area of Bora guarantors. We tell them, but that doesn't mean what you would tell them, even on development, what you would advise now they do. Otherwise, if that was the case, this national stadium for them rehabilitation, not for even take 1 year. You understand? But we are on 6 years now as we are talking. So we are playing our part and we are still playing our part. And let us pray that some of we God will give you more long life and strength to continue to play, to hold the baton between APC and SFPP. Because in terms of political players, these are the two giants in our political landscape in Sierra Leone, at least within our generation.
In name Nachas Mambu, they here for represents the coalition of civil society and human rights activists in Sierra Leone. Plenty thank you to una we watch, and also to Madam Bintu Kamara, we himself na in a Liga 1 and also na a divisional officer na the fire force sector. So una we send una text messages, plenty thank you. Still like I say, the name change has a lot more on we up to now we are trying to fight. The name now is Ecko Media from that of Unity Broadcasting, but still Facebook is creating so much headlock or head, tug for we. They know they agree for open reach. So do ya where you come, the best you can do, just comment good morning, Ecko. Good morning, Ecko. And if you want go, say if you can go, so that then go see say yes, it is not a robot where they talk naya, and the system na system where then for try for open reach. Plenty thank you to the Texas, the studio engineer, and Yusuf we watch. Plenty thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Me fambulem na salon. Ecko Media TV don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform salon people. Me fambulem una aduo, una cabo and kusheo. Ecko Media online TV don't come ya so for we hello. We dey connect every voice and it's highway you dey left na home and a brother. Bringing development. Ecko Media, we strive for the best. We unify, sensitize, and inform everyone. Hey, yeah. We get political discussions, entertainment and sports if we get. The morning sessions, Ecko Morning Show. We dey bring come to you. Ecko Media TV for development, now we nation. Independent media house, we dey so and we dey strong. Ecko Media TV for development, now we nation. You like you dey home and abroad, we dey so and we dey strong. We dey so for talk about wetin dey happen. Now we country alone. We dey give you the news, wait for the use. We also dey talk about wetin dey happen. Now the media defeating the lies of the fake people.